Let's go here. So I did make some new acquisitions to the portfolio. Um, oh, where'd that go? All right. So let's check out this. Portfolio details. There are some new acquisitions in here, guys, as of Tuesday. I expanded my DGLY holdings. Same thing with BlackBerry. I did get into ALNA. And I got back into Waiter. All right, let's check out the insiders and let's check out the market, see what's going on here. Futures are down a little bit early. Okay. Seeking alpha. No insider buying yesterday, so that's interesting to see. Yeah, I didn't want to go downstairs and find it, so this was the closest thing. So I grabbed it, and this is what we're doing today. I did check out the Dune trailer, and it looks phenomenal. I will always have a soft spot in my heart for the Patrick Stewart version, but all right, let's see here. Okay, so that looks good. Let's go to open up the ad spend list here, and also head over to Drive. Morning, GXO. Yeah, we're gonna go over the ups and downs that is the spy. Uh, Oops. All right. Where did I put that just now? This. I just want to update this ad spend on pricing. Oops. Oh, these allergies. No, it's not. It's not a restream at 4 in the morning. Oh man. Ah, how's it going, Cybot? So the ad portfolio would be up a whopping $110. So right? Yeah. Yeah, a massive $110 this week you'd be up. Okay, that's updated at least. Yeah. If each position received $2,500 worth of shares. But that's what I'm going to be tracking into Q4. That play is supposed to be into Q4, Q1 2021. Hey guys, this is why we don't lose our minds, okay? And it feels like every day now we're starting with this, but I still want to emphasize it. Excuse me. Keep coming back to it. When you lose your mind on a day, zoom out. Okay? Before you make any decisions, zoom out. Stop looking at the day, the tick, the hour. Zoom out. Okay. Well, let's look at the week. Oh man, we were at 355 highs and we're down to 339. Quick, everybody abandon ship. Zoom out. We touched 357. We're down to 339. Yeah, but we started the month at 334. You know what I mean? Tuesday we built that. I'll grab you the link. Morning. Look at this. They're always listening, man. They're always listening. Yeah, I mean, just keep zooming out. That's a month. There's 3 months. There's 6 months. So, and there's people that'll grief you, right? Like, okay, well, it was up here and then it sold off to here and it looked like it was coming back, and people are like, oh, you're an idiot for buying here, right? Well, depending on what you're buying, if you're buying it to play on the day instead of the year, then yeah, that was not a great move to buy here. However, if you bought here and you held, you know what I mean? Like, you'd still be up sizably. The SPY for the year, we open. This bloody chart. I can't get a. I gotta go to the. Gotta go to the TD. We opened at 301, so we're up like 11%, guys, on the year. People are losing their mind on 11% gain across the market. What's up, Oracle? I just want everybody to stay cool, stay calm. You know what I mean? No reason to lose minds over this. All right, AstraZeneca get some good news. So AstraZeneca was one where it looked like doom and gloom was coming our way. On news that they had paused their COVID trial because of something. They had an adverse reaction. We still don't know what it is. The news reported it was something, but the people at AstraZeneca say that's not accurate. We don't know what the issue is. So, um, yeah. So I mean, yesterday was down 1.96. Today pre-market it's up 1.96. So even with their COVID trial paused, they're right back where they were. That's the long and the short of it. It just has such a huge pipeline. Oh, the Bears. If you get rid of Fang, If you get rid of Fang, I think that what you're looking at is a much smaller market, and you're also looking at it would not fall as hard either. Because it's such a tech-heavy market, its rise and fall is largely due to Fang's performance. All right, what else we got? Roche for you European traders. Skincare. This is phase 1, 2A. Yeah, it's true. Brexit looms, and that's really secondary for us. Oh, really? They've locked it back down that tightly? That's surprising. Second wave. Geez, if only somebody had known. So, the news reported that it was this transverse myelitis that caused the AstraZeneca trials to stop. AstraZeneca says there's no way to know that because we don't know that yet. So they're also reassuring people that back in July they also had to pause the trial because of an undiagnosed case of multiple sclerosis. So this is not the first time the study has had to stop for circumstances outside or beyond their control. So that's good to hear. All right. These guys are up a little bit pre-market. This is positive phase 1 on ovarian cancer. But other than that, there's not a ton there. Early market movers today. I don't think it'll be huge. No. I think people are holding their breath in anticipation, waiting for this bill to, whether it's a skinny bill or not, they're waiting to see this bill happen from the Senate floor today. Hopefully today, if not today, tomorrow, but hopefully today. Also, jobless, we are at consensus below previous week by 400,000, about 40,000 on the initial. So we'll see what this does. So this is in like a well, we'll have the ECB news before we finish the day or before I finish my stream today, but we won't have jobless numbers until the morning call. Okay, so what are people looking? What is the chatter? Early pre-market. That's what we wanted to look at. I was going to build out a stocks to watch on the fire. Okay. So what are some things that we think are going to go up as a result of morning? Well, California and Oregon. All right. What are some things that we think are going to go up as a result of the fires? I think hotels in California, Airbnbs, um, home restoration, home supplies, emergency supplies, generators. What else? Hmm. Okay, let's take each of these then. Phew. Oh, man. I'm going to get rid of that one. Phew. Okay. I'm going to put Airbnb in here. Okay, so largest hotel chains, Oregon. All right, so Marriott comes off as one of the big ones here. So MAR. Hilton. Home restoration stocks. This is going to be Walmart, Costco, Target. Ooh, FRO divvy date. MFA's got their divvy date coming up too. Okay, RHJ, DHI, PWR. MTH, MDC, NBR. Yeah. Such is the way. Such is the way. Um, how to stock a first aid kit. Okay, so Utah is relatively close. Zimmer Biomet. Are you playing it on equity? That yeah, you're playing it on equity. You're not. It's not an options play that you're taking on this. If you're talking about collecting divvies. I think UTMD is one that I want here. I think we also need to put like Home Depot in here. Corona. Gelled. All right, let's see what we've got here. This is an East Coast. This doesn't say that's a specific area. Uh, this one's national. I do have a West on this one. This is more the building stuff, it looks like, than the actual home themselves. Don't see Oh, there's California. So this one's a possibility. California. West Coast. Okay, so that's DHI. We need to add LEN here. All right. I think that's all I'm going to put into this for now. Um, let's get these in here. Target TGT. Yeah, I guess T is AT&T, right? Or don't sell and hold forever. Forever and ever. All right. I think that's what yeah. I like this. I think this is gonna be it, and then I just gotta pop prices in on this. I really like oil and gas over the next 5 years. I'm not as huge a fan over 10, but 5 years, I'm a huge fan on oil and gas. It is a beaten down sector that is undervalued. Yeah. Um, okay, let's do this. What's up, Hair? Uh, Hilton. EWR. Yeah, I've got that priced at 5 years. I think 5 years from now we start to see a decline in overall usage. But again, as you move into battery technology, the demand on plastics grows. So yeah, it's tough to say. The decline in demise will take much longer than I think people anticipate. Oh, that one's getting pulled. $4,000 a share. Wait, what? Oh, it's not Rona, it's Lowe's. That's the one that we want there. Yikes, that's scary. About Switzerland is you can just run for the Alps. Things are headed south to the Alps. Make for the mountains. Yep. I suppose you do need to clarify that because if somebody's from North America, they'll think that I was joking, but I was being serious. That's actually the plan. Is in the event of national emergency, you head for the mountains. Um, okay, I'm just gonna put pricing in on this stuff here, guys. And then I'm going to go fill up my water and come back, and we can dive into what's coming next. Do you think people buy firearms to protect their properties? Do I want to put a couple of firearms companies in here? I'll put some of these in here. Let's do this one, and this one. Well, I think about it, right? So those people that are evacuating en masse, um, are always there, but there are those that stay behind to protect their own things, right? Despite the warnings to get out. There are also those looters that stay behind. And if I'm one of the people that's sticking around, I think if I don't already own a firearm, I go grab a firearm. I think if I own a firearm, I go grab ammo for that firearm, right? Is that crazy? Am I being nuts on that? The portfolio on this one is surrounding the fires in California and Oregon. Um, Businesses that are going to be directly affected positively as a result of what's happening. Yeah. I think this stock is hugely underpriced. This is one I might want in my portfolio, actually, this big five. All right. So there it is, guys. I think that's what it's going to be. And I would play this into next quarter. So looking at November. Uh, this one is into Q1 2021. They may not necessarily be new purchasers, but well, not first time owners, but I think that there might be new purchases as well as ammo and accoutrement. All right, I'm going to go here, pause this, open this, pull that up. Tis the inception of doom. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna go grab some water here, guys. So I will be back ever so shortly. But for now, enjoy this message from Restream. Okay, so if you already had guns and your house was looking like it was going to burn, why would you choose to buy a new firearm? So that's not my thought process. My thought process is if you are not currently in the fire zone, but you see this happening around you and you see people that are being forced to evacuate en masse, and the fire could potentially be coming your way, but maybe, maybe not. You don't know if you're going to get an evacuation order. There are people that are going to be up and leaving, but there are going to be people that are going to stay and defend their homestead kind of deal. And those people, those ones, I think that they're a purchase. Now, I'm not huge on the guns, which is why I kind of tacked it on to the end here. These aren't super expensive anyway. So I mean, this isn't a huge deal, but these stocks are gonna probably have some supplementary effects from ongoing protests and riots, etc., etc., etc. All right. I guess speaking of which, let's look at this and let's head over here to Twitter and see what's going on in the world today. Dr. Phil is trending. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Trump's always trending. I'm just used to that at this point. This is completely valid. This statement here of I want to play it down because I don't want to create panic. That's exactly what a leader's supposed to do. Let's take it back to something simple, okay? Most of you guys have you're in your house, you've got children, or you've been around children, right? Everybody in chat generally has at some point in their life had an interaction with a child. Okay, great. So we're all on the same page here. Now that child, let's say they're running, they trip, smack, they smash on the ground. Okay, there's two things that you can do to respond to this. One, you can play this up as a massive big deal, like, oh my goodness, you're bleeding, there's blood everywhere, this is horrible, what are we gonna do? Or you can say, ouch, that looked like it hurt, pick yourself back up. Which of those two responses, and I'm not talking about yeah, no, which of those two responses are gonna cause the child to remain calm, and which of those two responses are going to cause the child to go off the deep end, right? And yes, I am comparing the I realize I'm comparing the American population as a whole to a small child who has scraped their knee. I know that. It's an oversimplification to help understand the point. Um, but it's there for a purpose. If you make a big deal of it, if you lose your mind on it, that child is going to lose their mind on it. And that doesn't help the situation at all. It just makes things worse. Because now you're dealing with a child that's doing that, right? Yeah, I mean, whereas if you have the guy in charge going, it's not a big deal. We've got this under control. It's gonna be okay. Pick yourself up and keep going, which is exactly what he's been doing. What you have happen is the child gives their head a shake and goes, oh, okay, I guess we're gonna keep going, which is what we're doing right now. So I understand that when the left reads this, I wanted to always play it down. I still like playing it down because I don't want to create a panic. I understand why the left are gonna rally and rage against that comment. I do. I get it. However, um, I would not expect anything else from Trump as far as a response as a leader of a nation. Um, I just wouldn't. That's how you keep order. Oh, what just happened there? Where did that go? Oh, there it is. There it is. Again, guys, huge shout out to Restream. They make my life a heck of a lot easier. If you guys are looking to get into streaming, you stream yourselves. I highly recommend this. Um, okay, let's go here and open these up. Close these down. Portland police arrest 11 people. They're up to 100 days of demonstrations now. That's an interesting spin. I don't know, minimum necessary force? You're taking her away on a stretcher. I mean, come on, guys. What are you thinking? This one looks like a no-brainer to me, right? Like, come on, just I don't understand how that gets through approval. The hypocrisy of showing up to a BLM protest wearing slave-made clothing. This one's about the Germany. Is it wrong though? Uh, that's a funny question because what do you mean by is it wrong? Is it wrong ethically? Is it wrong socially? Is it wrong by public policy? Do you mean is it wrong because the picture of the hair shows that it's dry and cracked? No, you're right. But when you juxtapose that next to a white woman's hair and say, well, the white woman's hair is nice, the black woman's hair is bad, I think the easy way to fix that is you run two ads. You run one ad where the top image is dry and cracked, and then you should have an image underneath of a black woman with hair using their product that says the exact same thing, but it's a black woman on top, black woman on bottom. And then you have one with a white woman on top and a white woman on bottom. Super easy fix. And no outage. All right, Germany, what's going on over here? Thousands of far right extremists joined virus protest. Yeah, in the literal sense, it's not wrong, but how they present it is wrong. Um, okay, far right anti government extremists were among the crowds demonstrating Germany's coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. That led to some protesters attempting to storm parliament. Yeah, I'm reading that. Apparently, they don't recognize the authority of the current sitting government on the basis of they don't want to. It's not fair. Um, Good luck with that. Yeah, what that article was saying was Second World War. They refused to recognize the German Constitution that was implemented post Second World War. So Germany still has an emperor. His name is Putin. They just don't know it yet. Just you wait, that five-head man over there, he's gonna make plays for Germany again. Merkel's limp wrist at best, and Putin's already showing he can do what he wants. He knows that Germany is the head of the EU, and that's the place that he's got to lean on next. It's coming. Mark my words. It is a coming. You see a right-leaning traditionalist government go in, and Putin is going to have a field day with that. Absolute field day. There's talks. Well, okay, so the Nord Stream project. Let's see if they're actually going to abandon that, because I hear that ain't happening. Well, there's no sign that Merkel is about to pull the plug on the 9.5 billion venture. See, this is also limp wrist. It's all just talk. What are you actually going to do? Like, what are you actually going to do? Germany said that they're going to go talk to NATO and the EU. About what? Putin poisoned this guy. We all know that. What are you going to do? You gonna roll into Russia and take Putin out of office? Good luck with that. Germany has a stellar history of trying to go into Russia and not ending well. Um, I, Interesting. They're saying that Europe doesn't care one way or the other about who wins the US election because the US is so predisposed with China that they could care less about what's going on in the EU. The Christian Democratic Union? Interesting. AstraZeneca CEO says vaccine could still be ready by end of year. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. So Uber's pairing with GM on electric vehicles. Uh-oh, this is bad. This is a Beyond Meat play here, guys. This is really bad. If African swine flu spreads into Europe, this is going to be really bad. All right, guys, top of the hour. We're here. Yeah, I'm that makes me even more bullish. That's super scary. Fukushima, in a word, would be why people are anti-nuclear. Fukushima. Um, all right, guys, it's water o'clock, so I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will be back 2 seconds. In the meantime, I'm gonna leave you with the fine folks from Restream. Weird. I don't know why that's being weird like that. Let's just put that back where it belongs. Like that. Go, lock that in. Perfect. All right. Okay, where are we? Yeah, you misunderstand. So, nous voilà. The idea is you're looking at this logically. So you're taking the time to do the research, look into what's happened since, right? But the headlines that grab attention aren't Fukushima was well managed, and as a result, we've been able to deradiate the surrounding area in less than 5 years. That's not the headline. The headline is Fukushima nuclear power plant cracking wall, everyone die. That was the headline. That's what the world saw. And that blowout from Fukushima actually made its way to the West Coast in the US, which helped the US to just go, "Rah!" So the issue is that the headlines are dominated by the fear, right? So when you have fear-driven headlines, what you're going to get is massive disasters, and you don't hear about. So take oil for example, right? The second that an oil tanker crashes or there's a breach in a pipeline, you hear about it. It's everywhere. It's all over the news. But you're not going to get news headlines every day of thousands and thousands of people are able to ship their oil safely every single day and we never have an issue. They just don't do hit pieces on that. That's right. There's all kinds of it. Anytime you say nuclear, people think about the massive press that jump all over a negative nuclear event. I'm not opposed to nuclear energy. I'm just thinking it's a hard sell. What happens if a solar plant? What happens if a solar plant goes south? What? Maybe the panels explode? I don't even know that that's possible, but let's say the panels explode. That's not going to be a big deal, right? It's just some scrap metal that's kicking around. Power outage, yeah. Like it's just small by comparison. We've got this thing in Canada. This thing right here. Um, we only run our hydroelectric from Niagara Falls at 30%. We could run Canada, the entire country's energy off of just this, but it would kill our energy sector, so we don't. If Canada just built an extensive hydroelectric a series of hydroelectric plants leading up to Niagara Falls, you would have a sustainable and never-ending source of power for all of Canada at a fraction of the cost. The reason that we don't do that is because you would kill the entire energy industry. What happens in the event that everybody who's smart enough to understand nuclear dies? That would cause big problems with the U.S. Uh, I don't see it. We already have. Well, I suppose. Well, no. Even at that, we don't buy our energy from the U.S. We sell energy to the U.S. It wouldn't affect the falls, so I'm not sure how that would piss off the U.S. Hydroelect. We already have one hydroelectric on there. You are welcome. Yeah, that's true with small bodies of water, but we're talking a massive falls like this. For us to put in another hydro plant wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't notice anything as far as the flow goes. You see the hydro plant here? No, no. If we turned the existing dam up to 70%, we could power Canada. On it at 30. You throw on an additional one, and we could probably power the east coast of the U.S. as well. So there's the existing one. Yeah, we're only talking about 30 million people, right? Across the country, 30 million people. It's a wide spanning infrastructure, but regardless, the drain on it is nothing. Um, I think New York State may have a bigger population. I know California is about the same. That's the number we typically run with. Is that the entire population of Canada is comparable to the state of California? Yep. Super small. Yeah, we are super close to California. The other thing with the Canadian population, so in the US, you guys are used to having your population kind of dispersed across the country for the most part, right? Um, I don't want a map. Yeah, here we go. This is what I want. So 70% of our population lives on the border. There are small population centers that pop up elsewhere, but any significant size is pretty close to the border. These have larger populations because this is the oil fields. So you see population centers pop up in the Midwest where the oil is, but this is the majority of the population. BC a little bit over here, but this is Montreal, Toronto, Ottawa. This is all of our major cities. This is it. I mean, things get pretty cold where I am here, but anything north of here gets nutty. I think the furthest north I've been is Edmonton, which is up here. Huh? Oh yeah, we did go up to northern Ontario. That's true. But yeah, 70% of Canada's population is on the border. Yeah, and that's one of the issues with this ban is what's that red dot? One red dot in the top left. Um, it could be mining, it could be oil, it could be wherever there's a resource in Canada. You'll see these red dots pop up. So as you see these red dots, it's probably oil or mining. Um, but oh shoot, what was I saying? Bah, I don't remember. It's gone. It's gone. Anyway, slightly distracted, but yeah, Beyond Meat, swine flu. This is gonna be a big deal. What else we got going on? This is right in the area of Oregon that we used to live in, guys. A lot of our family friends are in the midst of this right now, so it's kind of concerning to see this. Man, that's crazy. The U.S. revokes. Ooh, that's gonna be big news. U.S. revokes visas of more than 1,000 Chinese students and researchers for national security reasons. Foods, metals, oil in the next 5 years. China's looking to boost strategic stockpile. YUMC, guys. YUMC. YUMC and Beyond are looking like two really solid plays, actually. Where is YUMC right now? 53. Holy crap. It's looking to add 800 stores by the end of 2020. That's insane growth. How's MFA doing right now? $2.80. Yeah, I've still got a $4 cost average on it. Well, I guess it's $4. $4 Canadian. Yeah, so a 308 average on it. I think I'm still okay with it where it is. I think it's just a matter of time until it comes back, to be honest. Tit for tat. Something's coming. China doesn't just let you do that. They're not just going to let you kick 1,000 people out. Not a ton of news though today, guys. Super slow morning. What's the GME pre-market looking like? Definitely take a look at this. They're down 13% pre-market. That's big too. Call of Duty and Cyberpunk is what they're kind of resting their hopes on, it looks like. I don't know that it seems myopic for them to focus in on software, because software can be acquired digitally without you. Hardware would be what I would be touting on these calls. There it is, hardware launch. Okay, 5-head play here. Here's what you do to bring back massive gaming community into GameStop. You create a custom game market like StockX, that like eBay or StockX, that allows people to sell their video games on the GameStop platform to each other, right? So it works the same way as eBay. You allow them to sell games specifically to each other, and GameStop just takes a percentage. What you guys think? If you could resell your games on a gaming focused market that GameStop took a percentage of the sale, would that be of interest to you? 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay. On PlayStation and computer, you're right. I haven't done that, but with the Switch, we have cartridges now. We've been buying cartridges with the Switch, which makes sense to me why they they make so much money on that. Ooh, that's good news. Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah, that's a big part of it for sure. Unfortunately for Schiff, his track record is garbage, and so all the Republicans have to do, whether this specific one has merit or not, you need to bite the bullet and not have Schiff be the one out there talking about this. You need somebody else to be the one going after this because him being attached to a whistleblower is just a sign that it's fake, whether it is or not. It invalidates the whistleblower complaint. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, all right, let's head to the polls, see how we're doing. All right. General election has Biden by 9. Man. So Emerson College has Biden by 18, and then the next day we get Biden by 9. Okay. Biden by 15, Biden by 2. This is going to be an interesting ride, ladies and gentlemen. Hillary had polls that had her up by 21 points on the night of the election, and she's still lost. So I'm a fan of both. Comparable store sales declined 12.7% versus the 21% consensus. Yeah, what do the betting markets have it at? It's neck and neck, guys. What's nice with this is people are putting their money where their mouth is, right? They actually have some skin in the game on who they think is going to take the presidency. Um, but that being said, there's not a lot of depth often with this. It's do you think they're going to win or not? What I like about the polls is it gives a little bit more detail as far as that goes. Like this is just an overall who's going to win. It doesn't break it down by state, by demographic. It doesn't give you those options, unfortunately. Bet on Bodog. What's up, Root? Retail traders look like they're getting tucked. COVID vaccine going to be released in October. Where do you see that? Do you have a link or an article? Did he say it last night? All right. All right. I'm not completely sold, but we will see. What is this? Yeah, I'm more inclined to listen to Fauci. All right. I mean, this is what it is, guys. It looks like it's going to be a slow day as far as news in the market goes. GameStop looks like a buy the dip opportunity, in my opinion. Full disclaimer on that, I'm not currently in a GameStop position, but I may look to enter one depending on what happens here. If it falls back down to $4 or $5, I may look to get back into it because I like it at 8 for Q4. But other than that, guys, I think I'm going to call it for the day. It was awesome hanging out with you guys. I will catch you tomorrow for more insanity. See you then. Bonucci.